Personal trainer Brett Nesbitt says his former friend owes for the balance on a car. Defendant Amy Sermon says Brett sold her a lemon.
The defendant is apparently a friend of yours, a platonic friend. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you sold her a vehicle.
Correct.
What was the model of
Tiburon.
Tiburon? All right. Now, where did you meet the defendant?
We used to work together at a fireworks place.
Let's see. $8,000 was financed by a bank, and you made a loan for the balance of $1,000 yourself.
Yes, she was not able to get a loan for the full amount I was asking.
All right. What were the terms of repayment?
She would give me $250 every 2 weeks.
How much did you wind up getting?
Total, I ended up getting $450 from her. I have the actual promissory notice still right here.
Let me see that, please.
It was notarized by the loan officer.
Breach of this agreement, in essence, will result in forfeiture of any monies previously paid, and that ownership of the 2001 Hyundai Tiburon will revert to the seller. Appears to be signed by the seller, that's you, young man, and the purchaser, which is you, young lady. Do you recognize your signature on this item up here?
Yes.
On facsimile? Okay, you signed that, right?
Right.
Next question. Did you have occasion to allow her to test drive the vehicle?
Yes. Just around town when we were going out or whatever, as friends, meeting up with friends, going to a party or whatnot, she would ask to drive the vehicle. I would
This
allow her.
was over several days, weeks, or what?
Months.
Months. Who has the vehicle now?
She does.
Judge Joe Brown continues in a moment.
I bet you if some young gentleman tried to tell you you're just a girl, you can't do this, you'd hit the ceiling, wouldn't you?
No, I'd agree to some things that I thought were proper. I don't know much about cars.
Closed captioning, Spawn.
We're back with Judge Joe Brown. The plaintiff in this case says his former friend showed a lot of interest in buying his vehicle. He'd like to see the same interest in paying the balance. What's his name?
Now, let's go to the defendant. How do you say in response to the assertions of the plaintiff?
Everything you're saying is true, but after I bought the car, I was not aware that I'd have to put out much more money.
We had it inspected by the Hyundai dealership, which she was with me also, and they said the car was perfectly fine, except there was an O2 sensor wrong with it.
2
which
days
they fixed.
after I bought the car, I took it into my dealership. All 4 tires were shot. The metal for the tread was showing. The brakes were gone.
What do you mean the brakes were gone?
Like there was no brakes left. When I'm stopping, the brakes are eating into the rotors.
All documentation of the car being perfect.
Well, hold on a second. Well, you fixed that, right?
Yes.
How much
Well,
did
I
it
haven't
cost?
replaced the rotors yet.
Well, how are you driving? From
Well,
your
it's not-
description, you're saying that the rotors were so badly scored
I
that
got-
they had to be replaced. Now, you're saying that they could be turned down and restored and pads put on the
Yeah, they could
disc brakes.
be turned, but
Well, that's ordinary maintenance.
I haven't been able to do it yet. He told me that the tires and everything were going to be fine for a couple months. Like, he did tell me that eventually I'd need to get new tires, but he didn't tell me that a week after I bought it, I'd have to spend another $300 on a whole new set of tires.
Well, let me ask you this. Had you been given an opportunity over the course of several months to operate this vehicle?
Yeah. But honestly, I'm a girl. I don't know a lot about cars, honestly.
Oh, now it's been called caveat emptor, which means buyer beware.
No, I understand that. I wasn't going to, fight him, and I wasn't going to tell him that he had to buy me the tires.
Pay it.
I don't make a lot of money.
Understood.
But my grandmother was going to help me out, and she called him to make payment arrangements, and he hung up the phone on her.
Her grandmother talked down to me.
No, she did
And
not.
I told her that there was going to be
No.
talk down to me because we were handling us like adults. And she proceeded to get rude with me on the phone, and I said, I don't
She
need to
did
do this
not.
because I was in the middle of a study group for my history class. I told her if she needed to, she could either give me the money or I would see her daughter in court.
Judge Joe Brown makes his ruling after this.
On the internet, JudgeJoeBrown.com.
You made all the payments to the bank?
Yes.
Now, what would they do if you missed the payment?
Well, my credit score would go lower. They'd
And
take away my car.
you won't miss a payment to them, but close and personal friends who would really suffer from the lack of the money, that's all right. We can stiff them. They can do without. You ever thought of it that way?
No.
Okay, well, start thinking of it that way. All right, I'll tell you what. You'll get your $550 in a judgment. I'll let them make it in 2 installments, 30 days apart, and the cost. We'll restore the original agreement. So it's $275 rather than $250. So you put money away and take care of your business financially so you'll never become dependent upon anybody and you can call your own shots, okay? Judgment accordingly.
Court is in recess. Guys, I'll have you go out the door to your right. Now the judge makes his decision in this case, and as earnest as the defendant is about her difficult position as a girl, she still has to pay. We'll be right back.